Welcome. I'm so excited to be here presenting for our Q3 recognition ceremony for all the amazing things our internal family does to wow our customers and each other. So you all deserve a round of applause, so thank you. We're going to start with a few things that our customers have said over the past quarter before we go to the next one. But we'll get there. So VIP Emma said, I called the 1-800 number this morning because I wanted to return my August shoe order and upgrade to a more cushioned pair. And of course, I threw away all my paperwork. Carol answered my call and was absolutely lovely. She emailed me a new invoice in my current shoes, ordered me a new pair, and provided me instructions on how to return the old pair for a refund. She was so pleasant to work with and made the process so easy. Good stuff. Erica is doing an outstanding job. I was not the easiest customer to deal with. I gave her my likes and dislikes, and she was able to show me a product that met all my needs. I'm happy I took the time to call and not just order on my own. Job, Linda. As Tom said, in my business, I am constantly seeking out best practice examples of how companies create loyal customers. Your customer service, today Mike Yu, is consistently empathetic and accountable. In today's business climate, particularly when customer service jobs are being outsourced overseas, consistency is nearly impossible. Your commitment to the people is clearly paying off, and it serves as a foundation for my continued loyalty to Roadrunner Sports. All right. So, before we celebrate all our nominees, let's celebrate some of the things that happened this quarter. So, we all had a lovely luau earlier this year where food, drinks, and games were participated with. Fun was had by all. We need more pictures though. So the next party today, we only have 2. So. Clearly the best fun of the year. So. But more excitingly, we gave away our 1,000 spike. Truly, truly amazing to be part of it. Aaron, you changed lives.
Aaron.
Everyone else that supports it throughout everywhere that
Absolutely.
We do, so.
And we are currently at 1,040 bikes.
Wow.
The bell's ringing off.
Yeah. So when you hear that bell, everybody, that's another life being changed.
It's amazing. Congrats to everyone.
You didn't know?
Got a pen thrown at me. Now on to the next update. We have helped Shoe Dog move 5,754 miles since we started the journey in April. All your miles are being logged and help him get across the country. Right now, we're in Westminster, headed to Costa Mesa. 1,000 more miles to go, so let's bring him home. Get those miles logged. Woohoo! Yes. Speaking of on the move, in quarter 3, 43% of our internal leadership and corporate positions were filled internally by teams in the field. So that is so phenomenal and fantastic to see the growth, and I can say it's lovely to be part of it too. Cool.
Yeah.
Next up we have the legend Chuck Abood presenting the Extra Mile Award.
Only clap when Sean tells you, okay?
Yeah. In the corner.
You learn a lot of things when you come to these recognition ceremonies, right? You see a lot of new faces out here. Who knew Bethany Frankel worked here? Yeah. All right, Extra Mile. This is those folks out in the store. I mean, we do this every day. It's amazing what we do for our customers. We have built this culture at Roadrunner Sports for the 20+ years that I've been here, going above and beyond. You heard some of those stories, and Bob Leach in our Torrance store definitely carries it forward. Customer wrote in and told us that there's a young autistic boy who does this thing he calls stemming, where it's physical stimulation with the insoles inside the shoes, and he's always losing them. And she's always been a Roadrunner customer. Even before we had stores, she said, I'm going to go to Roadrunner. Bob always sets aside some insoles for her so that the boy can play with them. Pretty cool. Just those little things that we do to change people's lives. How about here in San Diego, Teresa? Yes. Yeah, pretty cool. You guys like Teresa?
Yeah.
Awesome. Customer wrote in and said, I want to let you know what kind of people you have working for you. I already know, but it's still nice to hear. Visited Roadrunner a few weeks ago. They had some VA insoles that were issued to him for some plantar fasciitis, left him in the shoes, and then we had taken them out back. He thought, oh my gosh, they're going to be gone forever. The place is so big. We found them. The customer was thrilled. He said, you know, it's only $30 for the insoles, but it's the fact that I've got this plantar fasciitis and I need them. And we said, what about the custom? No, I'm kidding. On top of that, he had a $30.
Right.
I know you tried. I know you. He had a $30 credit on file too, and he lost the gift card. Teresa was able to work with our team and track that down. He was blown away. He had heard through the conversation it was going to take longer. Teresa was able to get it that day. On top of that, he had some shoes that he wasn't all that thrilled with the color on, didn't like the colors. Teresa dug up some, what color were they, Teresa? Red and black or something?
Yes.
Dug up some shoelaces for this guy. He was like, I can't believe how this person's going above and beyond for me. Just recently became a VIP member. Not only that, signed his son up for a VIP membership, who's also a runner at Claremont and at Mesa College. And he said, Teresa didn't act like a district manager. She was working hard on the floor, helping out as though she was nothing more than a foot expert. I've been in upper management for over 2 decades and to have someone with that sensitivity and teamwork is a rare find. I deeply appreciate her. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So great job, Teresa. Matt Daniels, our manager up in Campbell. Customer is a pilot, flies around. He says, I occasionally leave things behind. I bring my shoes, I bring my running gear, I bring my accessories. He left behind his charger for his Garmin. He's like, what am I going to do? So he found a bunch of running stores in the area, but he had been a Roadrunner before and had a great experience. It was out of his way, but he took the time to go out to our Campbell store, and he's so glad he did. When he went in, Matt said, I got this covered. Put a plan in place, this guy said. He said that Matt charged his Garmin right there on the spot, didn't have to worry about a charger. While he was there, we talked to him about additional running gear. We even told him about a way that he could run back to his hotel, and the guy was able to see the scenery. He's there, blown away. And in the end, he said, Matt didn't know I've been a VIP member since 2006 when he put his plan in motion, but his actions made me feel deeply valued as a VIP member. Please let Matt and his staff know how much I appreciate everything they did for me. Great job, Matt. I did some paraphrasing on this, but this one I've got to read. Dear Mr. Godfredson, that's you, right? I'm writing to tell you about the amazing experience I've had as a customer of Roadrunner Sports. A little more than 2 years ago, I went to the Paramus Roadrunner store for the first time. I don't mean to be overly dramatic or hyperbolic, but it completely changed my life. I had just started using an app called Ease Into 5K a few days earlier, and I really liked it. Unfortunately, at 300 pounds, my shins, feet, back, hips, everything was hurting. I went into Roadrunner to ask a few questions, and something incredible happened. I met Naomi Jaworski. Naomi listened to me like a friend, suggested products like Professional, and most importantly, made me feel completely welcome and at ease. Feeling at ease in a running store at 300 pounds was, to say the least, unexpected. Shin compression, running shorts with built-in compression, the proper sneakers and insoles. That's what I bought. But what I got out of the buying experience was so much more. I honestly believe that if I went into any other sports store, I would have quit running long before I made it to my first half marathon, and I would have not had the weight loss success I've had over the last 2+ years. All of the employees at the Paramus store are terrific, but Naomi is the reason I am writing this letter to you. I was inspired to send this when I saw her again last week because she made me feel like the entire store had been part of my weight loss journey. She hugged me, she shared my story with some of the staff members and customers. It felt so good. I felt like a VIP. I hope you share this with Naomi and the entire Paramus team. They should know what they did for me and with me. Sincerely, Zach, Redwood, New Jersey. Elora in Rockville. She's an Adventure Run rep. We have after parties at Adventure Run. This one wasn't going so hot because the restaurant was understaffed. Elora, the Adventure Run rep, said, this reflects on me. It reflects on Roadrunner Sports. I can't allow this. She stepped in. She served as the waitress. She took orders. She served drinks. Basically, she turned frowns upside down. and the team there was absolutely blown away. So great job, Laura, for taking it on upon yourself to recognize an opportunity and to take care of it. And the last one, Rabbi Mark Aaron Klein had to tell us about his experience in Shrewsbury. He said he and his wife took a leap of faith. They're in, he says middle age, 57 and 55, I'm not going to judge. His wife has growing bunions and he's a former diabetic. And he says they went in and they got they knew it was going to be expensive, but they came in and they got the shoes, the socks, and the insoles and everything. They participated in a big walk. It was called Journey for Justice. It commemorated the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's march from Selma to Montgomery. And he actually walked with about 150 rabbis scheduled to take turns marching. And they carried the Torah the whole way. He committed to walking as much of the 19.5 miles as he could that day, but he couldn't believe it. He walked the entire 19.5 miles. And he said he actually ran the last 100 yards and his feet still did not hurt. And he said he removed the Brooks and the molded inserts and there were no blisters, no sore spots, no aches. And he says he looked around and other people were nursing all of their feet. One person was soaking their feet in Epsom salt to remove the swelling. And he said, you know, it was his $500 leap of faith for he and his wife, but it was an amazing investment, he said. And I just want to know how appreciative I am for every piece of my engagement with Roadrunner Sports. If there's any way I can help in the future, please let me know. So, great job, Jamie and the Shrewsbury team. All right, store of the quarter. I'm not going to hold out any suspense. You already heard something about them. Tara said that Mandarin guy is incredibly sarcastic.
Sarcastic.
Yeah. And Pete down there has lost. This is a team. This is an amazing team. Andrew, that leader that we talked about, the sarcastic guy, he came up from our Columbia store to take an opportunity, and he has made the most of this opportunity. When we look at the core 4 things that we do in our stores, which is socks, insoles, VIP memberships, and Rewards Plus, this store is number 1. They increased year over year their AOV, their average order, $9, an 8% increase. Their VIPs up 8%. Socks were up 23% to last year. Custom insoles up 11%. Revenue was up 10%. And this is with a brand new leader. It just tells you when you have that right person in the team and you got the right team, they're all working together. Tara told you, this group out there, they're fired up. They're rocking it hard. Congratulations, Cherry Hill. I'm very proud of what you've done. Great job. I know you're there. Got anything to say?
I'm a little at loss for words, which is not normal.
You're very
I'm just
welcome.
cutting onions over here.
Are you crying? There's no crying and running.
I'm really proud of my team and, you know, my leader, Andrew, he's been amazing. But, you know, our team's really come together the past few months.
This sounds like Pete. Is that you, Pete?
That's me, yeah.
You really lost 30 pounds?
I'm actually up to 55 pounds.
Oh, my God. Great job. I'm proud of you guys. Keep up the great work, and thanks for all you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can I clap?
Yeah, we